Are you a fan of chess and want to teach your young child as early as possible? Well, today I have some tips for you to help them with their beginner skills. So keep on watching to learn more. Hi, I'm Amy, Pediatric Occupational Therapist and founder of Playapy, and I'm here to provide you with some playful solutions and powerful results. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, this is a great time to do so, so go ahead and click that button down below. The game of chess is a classic, and it is quite popular right now, and I want to help you help your little ones get ready for the action. So chess is a really adult game, and it may be really overwhelming to think about teaching your child how to play. But don't worry, today I have some ideas for you to get them started as young as possible. Now, what I want to do today is show you what types of skills are needed before you teach your child the rules of chess. Today, I'm going to give you 10 beginner skills that your child needs to know how to do before they get started. What's great about these ideas is a nice way for you to work with your child in a playful way, and you're also developing some skills. In addition to the fine motor skills that can be worked on when you are holding and placing the different chess pieces, today I want to talk to you about the thinking aspects and the visual perception skills that are needed in order to understand the game of chess. Keep in mind, these are ideas for preschoolers, so these are your really little ones. They are not going to be old enough to really conceptualize the idea of the chess game, but you can prepare them and get them ready by teaching them little details that they need to know and understand. So let's get started. First thing you're going to do is teach your child how to sort the pieces by color. Now we know in chess there is a dark and a light color, so we want to divide those pieces. Another thing you could do is work on counting the pieces by colors. So there are 16 of each color, and once you have them divided, you can count them out. Next, you're going to count the squares on the board. There are 64 squares, 32 of each color, so it is not out of the realm of understanding for your preschooler to maybe work on counting up to 32. You can do this with them by working on counting the squares. The next thing you're going to do is to sort the pieces by the types. So each piece has its own unique shape, therefore you want to divide those pieces by the shapes. Next, you're going to match the symbols. So if you show your child a piece of paper that has a flat two-dimensional version of the piece, can they match that image, which isn't necessarily exactly the same as the piece in front of them? Can they understand the symbol versus the actual three-dimensional piece? So that's a nice little skill to work on as well to help them to understand. We're already halfway through. Next, we're going to line up the pawns. As we know in chess, there are 8 pawns, so there's several of them, and you can work on lining them up, specifically on the board where they're placed in that second row, so that they can understand that these different pieces actually have a placement. Next, we're going to match the pieces to the placement on the board. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your piece on one side of the board and see if they can match the same piece to the square on the opposite side of the board. So it's a nice way to see if they can work on matching placement. Next, we're going to work on sliding pieces in different directions. So we want to make sure that they understand vertical movement versus horizontal movement versus diagonal movement. So you can work on showing them how that happens with a piece. You can do it by sliding or even hopping if that makes it more fun. At this point, I wouldn't necessarily pay attention too much to which piece can slide diagonally or vertically. That you can do if they are old enough to understand that. But for now, if they're very beginners, you just want to work on the idea of any piece being able to slide vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. Now you're going to start to work on naming the pieces. There are 6 different types So teaching them the different names is a really great way to work on their memory.
Pawn, rook, knight, bishop, queen, king.
One thing you could do is show it to them, and then after a few minutes, show it to them again and see if they can remember what the names of the different pieces are.
Where is a pawn?
All right, guys, we're here at number 10 already. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to imitate the different moves. So you want to show them how different pieces move and see if they can imitate them. Now, if you really want to get into it, you can get into the specific moves that each individual piece does. If your child is not ready for that, what you can do is just see if they can imitate how you move a piece. So if you move a piece 1 up and 2 to the right, can they move a piece 1 up and 2 to the right? If you move a piece 3 steps to the diagonal, can they move it the same way? All right, you have 10 different ways that you can work on beginner lessons with your preschooler so that they can begin to understand the game of chess. If your child does not understand how to do any of these concepts, they're probably not ready for the big game, right? So this is a great way for you to kind of test and see what they are ready for before you overwhelm them with the challenge of chess. Did you find this video helpful? I hope that you did. If you did, I hope that you will subscribe to this channel, leave a comment down below, like this video, all that good stuff. You can also head over to playapy.com where you can sign up for our newsletter, where you can receive discounts and updates and all kinds of things related to Playapy just once a month. And you can also learn about the PALS handwriting program. So there's plenty for you to learn and many free resources there. Until the next video, I hope you have a playful day.